Hey everyone, Aaron here. Welcome back to another anime review. Today we look at episode 3 of Danganronpa 3, The End of Hope Peaks High School. So, yeah, this episode was fun. um, we essentially see why a game like this would really cause people to do what they do, unfortunately. You know, the whole concept of Danganronpa, at least this one, is trust more than even the other Danganronpa stories. And it's kind of hard to do that when you think someone's a killer among you. So I can understand the fact that no one wants to trust each other. But let's talk about what happened in this review. So, yeah, good news. Asahina's still alive. That was actually a trick apparently pulled by someone. And what's creepy about that though is that the bad news comes in the form Gozu's dead. Cause, yeah, that means that he was there and was able to show that he can do more than what he did, but he only chose Gozu because I guess Gozu is one of the strongest ones. It probably would be the biggest hampering to trying to kill Makoto at one point or another. But honestly, I missed Gozu already. Gozu was so awesome, and yet I had a feeling he was probably gonna die off soon because most of the strong characters they don't really last per se too long in Danganronpa because their strength will be something that could be used later on. And guess what? Having Gozu, who was a real ally, look like to Makoto because he respected him, that's a big loss right there. But Makoto has an idea. His idea is that if he can contact the rest of the school, he could maybe talk to them and maybe kind of just get some people to see from his side, his point of view. And so with Asahina and the wheelchair girl, because I forgot her name already, they decide, okay, let's do it. They go there. They have to actually split off though when someone in the hallway, which I'm not going to talk about the scene too much. I'll talk about it at the side, but someone in the hallway is walking around, and because Makoto can't run, they decide to play decoy for him. Now, meanwhile, just a kind of funny scene is we have our guy outside, the fortune teller dude. He's outside doing nothing, which is kind of what I expected from him. He actually gets shot up by like a helicopter, and he's okay though, because that's kind of his own luck. But honestly, I was cracking up because it's just that's where I would presume that he's gonna be right now. He's probably gonna be very useless until a later scene. I mean, hopefully he does something. I mean, I'd really get pissed off if he does absolutely nothing for these guys. But I could also believe him doing nothing. Anyways, the other groups of characters are all talking about various things that are happening, and Kirigi still believes in Makoto, which is awesome. I'm glad that she still does. Um, she's actually aligned right now with the old man and I think another guy. I forgot his name, but that's her small group. And finally, you actually hear Makoto come on the megaphone, and Makoto goes into details about what happened. So I'm gonna tell you guys right now. Actually, I'm not gonna show the next image yet. I'm gonna say spoilers for Danganronpa 2, the game. This essentially will ruin the whole game for you because it's one of the main concepts of it. So if you really are watching it like right now, like the game itself, or you're playing it, or you don't want to have that ruined, skip ahead. I'll put an actual time date on the thing, so this way you know what to skip ahead to. But in case you don't know, here's a spoiler. So in the second game, Makoto actually before that had found all the students of the Future Despair group, I guess I want to say. And what he did with them is he actually decided to use a rehabilitation method that they've been developing called the New World Program. And that's where Danganronpa 2 takes place, a video game at least, where they are on a simulated island together. Now, the only thing that goes astray with that is it gets hacked by one point by Junko. And what she ends up doing with it is she actually makes it where it's a killing game of sorts. But the concept is still there, where it's able to rehabilitate, Hajime, who's the main character of the other anime that's playing on Thursdays, and it's able to rehabilitate him and several other characters into making sure that they are not crazy and all about despair, but more so about hope now. So it did work. It's just that it has to be retuned because he's actually Hajime, as of this story at least, probably is still in the virtual reality world trying to kind of alter his friends' memories and try to save them from their despair and save them from themselves. So, Makoto, that's what he did. That's why he was seen as a betrayer, because he's working with them, like, in that sense. But he didn't really betray anyone. It's what he's been doing the whole time. Now, meanwhile, of course, you have Makata and you have the other guy that's aligned with him, still believing that he cannot be around because Makoto just does not have the strength, apparently, to lead the world anywhere but astray. He thinks that the world will be destroyed by his hands because of his quote-unquote hope. So he believes that he's not per se the killer now. He does believe that. It's just that he doesn't feel that he's still suitable to do anything, and thus feels like he has to be eliminated, which is kind of messed up right there. But anyways, at the same time, the one guy does attack Makoto's friends, and he actually ends up meeting Makoto in the actual audio room, and talks to him about a long speech about how he wants to actually tell Makoto how Makoto is not able to believe just solely in hope. Makoto believes in hope. Makamo, oh, not Makoto. Yeah, I said Makoto. I'm sorry. Makamo, Mercada, I think his name is, with the guy who looks like Persona 4. He believes in strength, so he's trying to say that his strength will outbeat Makoto's hope, and that's interesting right there because I understand when both sides of the flip coin are coming from here, because you have Makoto who hope is something that really has to be kind of conveyed and shown. It is something that has a hollow feeling until you truly believe it. And if you ever have a weakness in your heart or you kind of falter, it becomes hollow. Strength is something that you could prove very easily. You could show you how much strength you have by doing various things. So I understand where both of them are coming from, but I always will side with Makoto because I think hope always will be strength, just for the sheer fact that it has something that can be not seen, but something that's even more powerful than just pure strength. But nonetheless, I'm trying to also convey what Makoto was trying to get at too, because he does try to do that, but I think he kind of conveys it in a weird way. But nonetheless, he still wants to attack him, and at the very end, you hear a swish from his sword, and you hear him say, "Go! Oh, too bad this is not an assassination game from your classroom," because he believes that was just a joke game. It wasn't even serious. So yeah, interesting enough. Yep, that happened, right? But anyways, I really liked this episode. It was solid. I think that honestly, this is really a great series. I mean, it's probably going up there. It's not one of my top 3 of the season yet. It's not because I want to say that I don't like it. Of course, I do really like it, but I just feel that right now it still has some things that I want settled out with it, and I'm not going to say any of those are negative right now. I'll talk about those at one point or another. If by the 5th episode I don't see those results happen, I will talk a little more about then. But right now, it's very solid for what's essentially supposed to be 24 episodes, but I see that it's only listed as 12, so I'm not sure yet. It could be 24, it could be 12, who knows. But anyways, guys and girls, I will talk to you later. Have a great day. Hope you enjoyed the review. As always, hit that like button, subscribe button, share button. It helps me out a lot. Bye-bye, everyone.